Hey, good evening, good evening. Welcome
What's
to
up,
another.
y'all?
Hey, what's up, man? Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Off the Record. I'm your host, Kay Young, with my
Yeah,
co-host, Mr.
listen,
Live. What you got going on, Mr. Live?
I'm good. I'm good. How y'all doing tonight? Yeah, it's Mr. Live in the building, and we back, baby. And we got a burn burner for y'all tonight.
Yeah. Hey,
Now
look.
let's get talk.
Hey, sorry to disappoint y'all last week, man. The cedar pine would let me be great last week, man. I was my nose was running, eyes was running, throat was hurt, everything. So I had to take my Claritin, I had to take my NyQuil, I had to take everything to get past that, all those allergies. But we back this week, and look, I guess today is gonna be the artist Dee Dee Simon. Y'all heard of Dee Dee Simon? West Coast. Dee from West Coast, right? She from the West Coast,
Yeah,
right? Yeah, from Cali.
yeah,
So artists on this side right here trying to make things happen. So, uh, well, we're gonna wait a few minutes before she come in. But look, let me say this right here. Let me say this right here.
yeah.
First of all, I want to say Happy New Year to everybody. Hope everybody, being safe. Hoping everybody, continue to loving each other and being honest with one another. That's what it's about. Live your life. Live your life. Be honest, and try to create a bond with people. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to create discourse for people. It's okay to agree to disagree. That's what grown people do. People agree to disagree all the time. In this case, Dee Dee Simon. Dee Dee Simon had an issue with Off the Record, some months ago. But we're gonna ask about that tonight. And like I said, we're just gonna have an open and honest discussion. We're gonna talk about a lot of stuff. We're gonna talk about a lot of stuff
Yeah,
as we do every week over here on Off the Record because we're honest over here. This is not scripted over
yeah,
here. It's not scripted. So we ask the questions. If artists want to answer the question, that's fine. If not, that's fine too. So any artists you want to come on here on Off the Record, contact myself or Mr. Live. It's too easy. It's all
yeah.
about
Because it
love.
won't,
Yeah.
it won't be a conflict of interest either. It won't be that either.
Yeah.
Other what I've been told. I
Oh,
tried to get when I've been told.
yeah.
If I go on another talk show and try to get as an artist, not as Mr. Live, the talk show host or nothing
Mhm.
like that. I tried to go on this. I tried to go on Cookie show. I'm gonna call your name Cookie tonight. Called to go on her show. I called her up and she said it's conflict of interest because of me coming on the show. I say at the end of the day, I am an artist and I wanted to promote my music. So I understand why she did that or said that. We all understand. We all know. But
Huh?
these same people are always talking about getting together and why people be hating on them or doing whatever. But when people do try to come to you and say, hey, look, I want to come over your show and show the people that it ain't nothing like that, you throw it in my face and slam the door in my face and say something. It's a conflict of interest. This is not. Look, we are on a podcast for Southern Soul, and we both got talk shows that we talk to artists. I'm a artist at the end of the day. I want to go promote my music on your show.
Mm.
I can do it other places, but I've been to Cookie show and I had a good show with her. We laughed each after. But this particular time when she said that, I was like, wow, I was really hurt behind it because I was like, y'all need to stop that, man.
But you know
Whatever
what though?
going on,
But
you
you know what
know.
though, Lon, not to cut you off. If anybody just drop out of the sky and come down and just start asking questions about Southern Soul, they'll say these some of the most childish damn people they ever seen.
Childish ass
You know,
people, man.
some of the people are so childish, man. Some of the people make stuff so personal because you
Yeah,
can't have an opinion about something. You can't have an opinion about something without pissing people off. It's okay
right.
to agree to disagree. And Dee Dee Simon will tell you, there's a lot of them. Slack, it's a lot of them that'll tell you that
Yeah,
we agree to disagree. It ain't no ill will, no ill hate, or no ill. I hate to say the word hate because it has a negative connotation. I hate that, but
right,
there's no ill will toward nobody. If they keep saying about this Southern Soul, and
right.
I myself, and let me talk about this for 1 minute. I myself in Central Texas, in Killeen, Texas, right? We don't have a blues station here. So some of these people, a lot of these people that these fans have seen, they have never seen before and never heard before. They've never heard of them. So when they get a chance to see y'all come here, to Central Texas, they are delighted. They're elated to even know they can take a picture with y'all, to come by the house and even meet and greet some of y'all, But it's just some people for some freaking reason, just want to keep stuff personal. Who cares? Nobody's in no competition. This show is not even coming from nobody. This called Off the Record for a reason. Just like O.B. Buchanan said, it's called Off the Record for a reason. You can come here as unscripted. You know, Kayon don't tell you what to say. You know, you don't tell me what questions to ask you. This is unscripted. So I ask the questions over here. We ask the hard questions, and I'm not afraid to ask the questions that a lot of y'all are thinking. That I'll ask the questions that a lot of y'all want to know. I want to know myself. You know, so I say again to a lot of y'all who want to act like, you know, who want to exercise petulant behavior, childlike behavior. It don't make no sense. It don't make any sense at all. The company, matter of fact, Jeter's birthday was the 17th. I text him happy birthday. He said, man, appreciate that. You know, ain't no ill toward nobody. You know, you have to be an adult about stuff. You know, now will we probably disagree about something next week? Yeah, we probably would. You know, but as grown people, man, you know, I really challenge y'all, you know, to really, you know, to not pick a side. Just pick the right side. You know, if you pick the right side, you'll be right every time. You be right every time. So if somebody is saying something or doing something that you know that's wrong, why would you go with that? Were you raised that way? Because I wasn't raised that way. So you can't be around K Young and doing nothing crazy and think I'm gonna go along with it. But go ahead, Live. What you gonna say?
But like I said, Kevin, it's like you said, sides. It shouldn't be a side nowhere in this what we're doing.
But it is.
We're grown people. And if somebody reach out to you sincerely trying to show the people, hey man, we not like this, whatever they saying and then you just slam the door in their face because you don't, I guess the person, you don't want to upset other people in the circle because you have Mr. Live on the show. Mr. Live still gonna be Mr. Live whenever whoever see him.
You know what I'm saying? Can you hear me back there?
I'm gonna speak. I'm still gonna speak to whoever. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna talk to whoever. I'm gonna speak to her again. I have nothing against her. I just was shocked that she told me that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, like I said, sometimes you gotta have you know, you have great expectations, but sometimes you gotta hope for the worst. You know, hope for the best, look for the worst. But hey, without further ado, let's go and bring DD Simon on here.
Come on, DD.
I know she's anxious to get on here.
Come on here.
Hello. What's going on?
All right. Man, I couldn't hear y'all at first, so I was like, nah, not today, devil. The devil is a lie.
But look, before we get started, is there a conflict of interest for you coming on here since you have your own talk show?
Say that again.
Is there going to be a conflict of interest by you being on Off the Record? Don't you know you have your own talk show, right?
I do.
So it's not going to be a conflict of interest you coming on Off the Record, is it?
Coming on here with you?
Yeah.
No.
Is that a problem?
No. What do you mean? What you mean?
Go ahead, Live.
No, it just was. I asked, could I come be a guest on someone's show, and I was told it was a conflict of interest because I'm a host of one other show, and I was like, I'm an artist at the end of the day, and don't you promote artists and promoting their music? So
right.
So I said, okay.
Yeah, we just want to make sure there ain't no conflict with you being on here.
No. Ain't no conflict. That don't even make no sense. That sounds silly.
Very silly, don't it?
That sounds silly. We starting already, huh?
You already know. Hey, look, this is called Off the Record for a reason. You know it's not scripted over here. Just like your show ain't scripted, this show ain't scripted over here. You know,
come on with it tonight. I got my damn on backwards tonight.
And you know how it works. You know, we ask the questions. If you want to answer, you can. If not, you can say, no, I don't want to answer that question. We'll move on to the next question.
Okay. But usually when people say they don't want to answer that question, they come with a twist on the next question to make you answer that question. So it ain't gonna be that tonight, is it?
No, it ain't gonna be that.
Okay.
So look, tell the people a little bit about DD Simon and where DD Simon is from.
Well, I'm in Cali. I spend a lot of time in between here, my dad to New Iberia. I got brothers and sisters. Some still stay in New Iberia. I'm just a wild and crazy girl. That's it.
What do you mean by
That
that?
love to sing. That love to sing.
Hold up. Oh, so you want to get started early, huh? You want to get started early. So when you sit up and say you wild and crazy, we about to jump right into it.
Wait, let me share. Wait, hold on, because I gotta let my people know I'm on.
Yeah, let them know you on here.
Okay, hold on. Let me let my people know. There we go. Yeah. Okay. I'm here. What's now? I'm ready now.
Okay, so look, let me ask you this question right here. You know, I watch your lives all the time. I watch your lives.
do.
And I've heard you say a few times that you don't think females get a fair shake in Southern Soul. How so?
Well, they don't get a fair shake in Southern Soul to me because I've seen that these shows cater to the men. So you'll have 5 men, 1 female. And that's basically saying that nobody want to hear a female's perspective. You know, it's mainly women in the audience, correct? It's mainly women in the audience. And I mean, the women can't take all the men home. You understand me? If it's mainly women in the audience, don't you think they also want to hear a female's perspective? Some promoters will say no. But hell, you don't know what we got to say if you don't put us on the show. Right?
So how do you compare and contrast? Because you came from the R&B side, right?
I've always been a soul artist.
Okay.
But I've always been a soul artist. But they put me in R&B. You understand me?
Okay.
But it is what it is. I sing whatever, country, western, whatever you want me to sing, opera.
Okay, but here's the deal. Now, coming from that side, coming from that side over there, was it the same? I mean, did the females not come see females over there? Because I'm pretty sure they came see Mary J and Fantasia. So what is the difference over here?
I don't know what the heck is going on because on the other side, right now, you can have a neo soul show in Houston and it'll be everybody up in there. You have an R&B show, it'll be everybody up in there. I don't know how it came to be where all the women come to the show and don't bring no men. Hell, y'all not even putting the women on the show. I get it. Because, honestly, we shouldn't want to be on the show with all them doggone women up in there. I want to see some men looking at me.
Yeah. So do you think that the women are talented enough? Or you think it's the talent or what? What do you think it is? Now,
wait a minute now. Okay, now, hold on. The women are talented enough. Okay. We're more talented than the men.
Okay.
But can I say this? As an artist?
You said that was certainty.
Hold on. But do you think your content, your material is what they want to hear?
Well, I never knew women that want to walk around and hear. I never knew women wanted to walk around and hear men singing about they want to be coming through your back door and sliding in your window. I never knew all of that, but I guess they do. So get me to it.
They want to hear that. That's probably some of the reason. I'm not saying that there are not any good female singers. There are a lot of good female Southern Soul singers out there. Way more than the men, but maybe the content of their music is too subtle or not as freaky enough for the women to get, you know what I'm saying? Because these women want to talk about, hey, I'm coming upstairs or I'm
and you think women want to talk about that? When we talk about that, we label as being hoes and sluts and tramps. Don't even let us get on the stage with our booty cheeks hanging out. You understand me? But you want to hear the men talk about it.
You got a song called Anaconda, right?
Okay. Do you perform that song?
I rare. Maybe 2 times. 2 times.
Okay. So you don't think so what you singing about?
Well, the Mississippi snake.
Okay. So you don't think that's something that women want to hear about?
I think that is something that women want to, from what I see, when women come to the show, that's what you men are pretty much singing about. Don't get me wrong. y'all got some men that are singing some really good music.
Okay.
But
Yes.
then some men are very graphic as well. Anaconda is a very graphic song. It is different what Dee Dee Simon would sing.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's very different. So sometimes I talk to myself. I say, "Hey, you think they want to hear something like that?" And then I think about, well, how would you perform that? If you're going to sing a song like that, you got to perform it.
Okay.
You can just can't stand and talking about, mother, you got that anaconda. Come on.
But you got another song called "Put That Wood in Your Fire."
That's more. A lot of people when I sing that song, they really they have to listen to it to understand really what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because
But
you know.
so the women don't like neither one because that's singing about men basically, right?
I'm not saying that the women don't like it. What I'm saying is we were talking about who come to the shows.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You heard me?
But I think they sing those songs though, right? Because if a man was singing that, do you think they'll get a different look than versus a woman singing it?
I think I think it'll be a hit, a super duper hit if a man was singing, "Let me put that wood." It'll be a hit. It'll be a hit. I'll be like, hold on now. Now y'all know I put that song out. You know, just like when they tried to do that to James Brown and tried to get the white band to sing it. It blew up.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, any man want to sing that song, you go ahead and do it. Help a sister out.
Yeah.
Hey, Dee, one question. Do you think that you sing too good for Southern Soul? Like your vocals, huh?
Too good?
Like you sing too good for Southern Soul. Maybe you thinking like dumbing down your voice a little bit, you know.
I ain't dumbing down nothing. I ain't dumbing down nothing. It's not how good you sing, it's where you sing from. Yeah. I ain't dumbing down nothing, okay? Mm-hmm. Not in 2020, not in 2022.
It may not cause for that extra run, though.
I don't do a lot of runs. I'm not, I don't ever do all that stuff. It ain't no point.
I know some that do.
I know a lot that do. And they don't hit every note, too. A real singer is gonna be able to see that you ain't hitting them notes, but you sure okay.
Okay, let me ask you this question right here. You often say that you get disappointed in the females. In the females, right? Female artists.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean by that?
They fold too easy. We got some strong female artists that speak their mind. I love it. I love it. But then you have other artists shy away from it. Mm-hmm. And not be like, yeah, I heard you go, yeah, you know, you have other female artists shy away from it. Oh, I don't want to get blackballed. Blackballed, what game you was in? Mm-hmm. You know, and they won't say nothing, but you have someone speak up, and then all of a sudden they're the troublemaker because they're not quiet. Silence is your worst enemy.
Yeah.
One of my questions. That was one of my questions. What you think about the Southern Soul community? They doing the follow the leader type thing. You know what I'm saying? And the person that speaks out and speaks up on things, he or she is difficult and hard to work with or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But no, you sticking up for your art, your genre.
But are you difficult to work with, Dee Dee Simon?
I don't think I'm difficult to work with.
Well, a lot of people don't think themselves are difficult, but have you heard that before? That you?
I have never heard a promoter come tell me that I'm difficult to work with. I have never heard an artist that I've taken in the studio come tell me I'm difficult to work with. I have never heard that. And if they saying it, the hell with them.
Go ahead.
The hell with them.
So do you pride yourself on speaking what you think? You pride yourself on that?
Myself.
Not holding your tongue, because you know what? I tell a lot of people, and you know how many phone calls I got and how many text messages I got. Oh, you and DD Simon cool? Me and DD Simon never not been cool. And I'm gonna ask you about that too. Yeah, you made some posts about us, about Off the Record, some time ago. You was mad at us, what you?
I made a post about Off the Record. I make posts about anybody I'm mad at I can't pull up at your house. I'm making a post about it.
Why was you mad at Off the Record though? For the record.
You know, okay. Off the Record and Mr.
Yeah, Mr. Lie too.
Don't turn your volume down. Don't turn your volume down. Make sure it's blank. Turn it up.
Because you know why? You know why I tell people all the time, Didi? I tell people, you know, you can always agree to disagree with anybody. I don't care who it is, you know, but as long as it's not malice, you know, people can always overcome certain things, you know, certain things. And you was mad at us at once upon a time. And I used to text you, say, you still mad? You like, yep. I was like, okay, whenever you get over being mad, and then we'll talk. Remember I text you?
Yes, you did. You would always hit up and say, you still mad?
Yeah, because you know why? Because it's never personal. It's never personal with K Young. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I come on here and I say, you know, some direct insults toward the individual, then it's personal. But if I come on here and I give you my opinion, or I have somebody on the show to give their opinion, people shouldn't get mad. You know, what the hell you mad for? You know what I'm saying? People get mad about that type of stuff, you know?
Well, DD Simon, you know, I was like, wait, what they say I said? What they, you know, when I was just hearing stuff that was not true, I was like, come on, Kev, you gonna let them get away with that? It's like being in your house and you watching TV and you seeing something, you like, what? Oh, I can't wait to hear what he gonna say. And then you never say nothing. Yeah. I was hot as hell. Yeah, I was like, I said, wait a minute. I was looking, and then I said, you know what? It was getting my blood pressure up. You heard me? Yeah. So I said, I ain't gonna watch it no more, because I'm gonna let people believe what they want to believe. But people that really know DD Simon, they really know that I will never cheat you or beat you out of money. That is, okay. I would never cheat you or beat you out of money. That is, I didn't say beat you.
But you know what I tell people? I tell people, unless I'm privy to a conversation, if I'm sitting right in the room when the conversation takes place, unless I'm right there, then as a talk show host, you know, I have to remain neutral. So I'll listen to this person. I don't formulate an opinion until I get both sides. Then I say, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? But I can't defend, like if Live say something, I can't defend Live. You know, I can't defend them not unless I'm privy to a conversation, unless I'm right there. I say, okay, but no, that's a lie, because I was sitting right there or I heard the conversation. But I tell a lot of people, when people come on Off the Record, people offer their opinion. Unless I'm right there, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna remain neutral. You know what I'm saying? So, but for the record, then I used to text you and say, Didi, you still mad at me? I used to take it usually respond, yeah, I'm still mad. So I guess that's why people were thinking that, oh man, Kevin and Didi don't like each other. No, it's just that when I had that episode, people came on here and they said some stuff that Didi didn't like. Then, you know, I'm not gonna respond to nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? People come on here and people say what they want to say, but unless I'm privy to the conversation, I'm not gonna defend nobody. And I wouldn't expect nobody to defend me. I wouldn't expect nobody to defend me if I'm sitting there. You know, if I said something and you're not privy to the conversation, then, you know, I wouldn't expect nobody to defend me, because if somebody record that conversation, they come back and say, you know what, you lying. Here's the conversation. You know what I'm saying? So I try to remain neutral in a lot of stuff. But you did say some stuff about Live though.
What say about me? What say about me, Didi?
Tell me what I said, because I said a lot of stuff about Live.
I don't remember. But you know what though? But the good thing about
nothing incriminating. I didn't incriminate you, Live.
Well, here's the deal.
One thing I would never do, Kevin. Let me say this. Yeah. One thing I would never do. Whenever I talk to somebody about, I don't go and run my mouth and tell people everything about what we talked about. Yeah. I ain't like that. And if somebody tell you that, they lie.
Yeah,
but right.
But what you say about me? But you know what though? You know what I mean? But you know how many phone calls that me and Live have received when people say, hey, man, I heard y'all was talking about me on your talk show. I said, well, did you listen to the Live? No, I hang up on the ass. Go listen to the Live. No, go listen to the Live. Because one thing about me, all my lives stay up. Now, do you go live and then you say something, then you take your live down? Do you do that?
I ain't taking my live down. I don't care if we make up.
Yeah.
I don't care if you apologize. I ain't taking my live down just in case we get mad again. Then you know I gotta have my evidence all the way from the beginning. If I talked about you on the live, it ain't coming down. I don't understand these people that make these lives and take them down the next moment. If you know you in your feelings, do not go live. Call the person.
So DD, guys,
go ahead, live.
Last time you was on the show, I just noticed you kind of quiet. You wasn't.
What you say?
You were quiet. You wasn't talking like you wasn't conversing a lot on there. You just sitting back and you was kind of listening and observing.
Yeah, because I didn't really know the people that was on the live, and I was just listening. And it was for 3 people. It wasn't for me just to take over. But I'm here now by myself, Mr. Live. What's up?
Okay.
Okay. Well, let me ask you about one of your lives when you was talking about when you got into it. When you got into it with so many people on your live. On your live, you got to it with so many people. But I guess have you made up with Jeter Jones and Trucker? Because I know you posted a live about them, right?
I lied about them.
You posted a live about.
Oh, I have never talked to Trucker. I don't even know what Trucker's voice sound like. Only way I know it because I see him on live. That's the only way.
But I did.
Huh?
Why'd y'all get into it?
I think I didn't get into it with them. They people. The cavalry came for my. You understand me? Because I was talking about what was I talking about? It was about that SSA awards that happened with the young lady Tina.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was dragging the woman and stuff like that. And I just didn't like it. See, every time something happens with women, y'all want to drag us, and women want to drag the women. Okay. And I didn't like it. And I spoke up about it. Stop talking about her. Good Lord, she ain't coming to defend herself. And I'm not defending her. But when you start talking about other stuff, like it was the Pop Warner things, and then it came into the ZBT, right? And then I made a comment that I heard they were on the board, and lo and behold, baby, I needed a bomb shelter. I needed what you got. The typhoon came for me, and I was like, wait a minute. So I just, so all of a sudden I had this beef where I said, I heard. The word was I heard. I never talked to Trucker. He never called me and asked me. He don't know my number, nothing like that. But I never talked to him about it because all I said was I heard. I mean, to me, Trucker is a big name, correct?
Yeah.
Why be worried about little bitty old me,
Yeah.
But it didn't go no further than that, y'all.
Yeah.
It was just that's the way it was. I made a live about it, and then me and Jeter got back on track talking about it on the live to recap what I said.
Okay. But again, it's okay for people to have an opinion about something. You know what I'm saying? Because what I see in Southern Soul is that some people want to have the only opinion.
Mm-hmm.
They want to have the only opinion, and then when you say something, instead of them being man enough, because it's mostly men, they'll send other people after you. They'll send other people to get on the live and say something crazy and stuff like that. Oh yeah. Because you know why? When I constantly hear people talking about somebody hating on them, whatever, I said, come on off the record and explain how somebody hating on you. Because I really want to know this. I really want to know that when people say that because you have an opinion about something, I don't think that's hating. You can have an opinion about anything. If I said, boy, you sorry in basketball, I'm not hating on you. If your ass sorry, you just sorry.
Whoa, Trucker made a live going in on me. Oh, dang, I never saw it. Oh, Lord have mercy. I hope they didn't take it down.
Wait, right now? Right now?
No.
Right now?
No. It says that. I said, oh, I never seen it. Oh Lord,
Okay.
Sylvia, did you hold on, Sylvia, did you defend me?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So you, but you're very opinionated, correct?
I don't think I'm opinionated. I think I just tell the truth.
You tell the truth?
Truth is different than being opinionated. I tell the truth.
Okay, so what was your truth about when you was talking about the ZBT?
What was my truth? First of all, I couldn't see the awards because some kind of way I was blocked from seeing the awards. So I never participate in it, because if my personality offends somebody, if you are the creator of something, you shouldn't really take sides. You know what I'm saying? If I'm speaking about, I have never been able to see it. So when people tell me, Dee Dee, you see that you've been nominated for this, I never see it. They have to screenshot it and send it to me. So, I thank the people that nominated me, and I do it moving, because there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to see it. But, it is what it is. And some people really get wrapped up into it, and really get focused on it, and they talk about it. And then when it's time for the rewards to come around, then they kissing. And then when they don't get the results they want, they talking about it again. See, I don't like people like that.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, then don't like it.
Yeah.
You cannot get an award. And see, honestly, if you talk, okay, so let me just say this. To me, okay, Miss Horton, I would give them the award to the one that's talking about me, just to show that they a fool. And see them now say all this nice stuff about me. That's a fool.
Yeah.
That's a fool. Anybody that's got an award and was praising it, and then was first not praising it because they didn't get an award. And then they get an award and they glorifying it. You know how that looked to me? I don't know. Maybe people don't see it, but I see it. And I'll be like, wait a minute, hold on. Let me go back to that message that they put up about the ZBT. Yeah. All of a sudden, the message just disappeared.
Yeah.
Everything disappeared when they get an award. Yeah. So I be kind of confused. Either you like the awards or you don't like the awards. I'm going to tell you right here for the record for Dee Dee Simon, off the record. I don't participate in the awards because I have never been able to see anything I've been nominated for. For whatever reason, whoever said Blonde Dee Dee Simon, and I'm okay with that. I celebrate everybody that win because I will never be a hater. I can't have what's yours, and you definitely can't have what's mine. And can't no man or woman with an award show take away what God's given me. So I don't talk about it. I just keep it moving.
Yeah, because you know why? The last award show they had, I said, okay, we're gonna have a discussion about, we're gonna have a Southern Soul discussion. I've received so many phone calls where people was complaining. I said, okay, that's fine. Just come on live, and we'll talk about it. Don't you know them jokers went outside and dug a hole and put their head in and left their ass up in there? They were so scared to say anything about it. So what I came on and said was this, a lot of them people didn't pick themselves. They didn't pick themselves. So if you won, you won. You won, you won. It's just the bottom line. So I'm not gonna go on there because I wasn't nominated. I'm not gonna go in there and defend y'all when you scared to defend yourself.
Yeah,
Correct.
Huh?
Correct.
Right.
Yeah, and then this what I said too. I said if you won a doggone award, why go and explain why you won it?
I'm not going to explain to nobody why I won an award. Exactly. If you feel I didn't deserve the award and you feel you should have got it, set up a boxing ring with 2 microphones in that mug and let's go ahead and take what you think is yours from me. And I'm going to bow down to you if you win it that way. But unless you can do that, shut up.
And you know what? And speaking of that, I'm glad you said something about boxing. Why do a lot of people want to beat you up in Southern Soul?
Hey, I understand that. Listen. I
mean, is that true? Is that true? Because that's what I heard.
Listen, let me tell you something. I have had at least 3. I've had people tell me they're gonna run up. Wait, no. I've had at least about from different camps. The men don't do it, but they send these women to come and say they gonna do it. I don't understand, and I still don't understand how and where this idea came from that you are gonna just come in my face and bop me.
Maybe they think you can't fight. Maybe you can't fight. Maybe they think you can't fight. Can you fight?
That's what they said?
I don't know. I'm saying maybe they think you
star ain't on her damn face for nothing.
And that's what they said?
I don't know.
Is that what they said?
No,
I just don't understand. I said, okay, do I just, is it like, it's, I'm a happy-go-lucky person, okay?
Yeah.
If you know me. It's so funny that one day somebody came on my live and said, Dee Dee, and I said, what's up? And they said, dang, all I seen you ever do was sit in the club and peep the scene. I never seen you. So I said, because you really don't know me. So when I say this, Kevin, I basically want to know who said that they could just, who told these people that they could just come beat me up? And where did that come from? That I'm just going, I will take this wig off and you will see these cornrows because Dee Dee Simon got hair. Dee Dee Simon got hair, baby. I will take this wig off and I just don't understand it. We too, first of all, we too old to be wanting to fight.
Exactly.
And number two, half of the people after they fight gonna have to have on being gay. That rub, you know what I'm saying? Half people on diabetes medication, they taking high blood pressure pills, and they want to fight. This is so some people overweight, and I'm like, you in my inbox, really talking about that they want to fight me. Like I'm just gonna sit there and let you now you know. First of all, you done already put me on notice.
Mm-hmm.
You done already put me on notice. Now I done went to every part of your Facebook, so I know every angle of your face.
Mm-hmm.
So you gonna tell me you gonna come beat my?
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna be like, I'm not gonna come to the show. I'm not gonna do the show because you out there in the audience. Oh, okay.
So did they?
Okay.
So did they do that on the R&B side? Did they?
I never had nobody tell me they gonna come beat me up. But you know, it happens. It be women in your inbox saying they gonna do this. They gonna fight you over this man that got other women.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Imagine that.
Mm. Wow.
Imagine that. Okay. So now probably 2 women gonna come for me.
Mm. Wow. You don't think it's because you got that West Coast swag?
I don't have no West Coast swag. What swag is that?
You ain't got no Southern Soul swag.
What's the Southern Soul swag?
The down south swag. You on the West Coast. Y'all different over there.
Hey, Dee Dee.
Y'all different over on the West Coast than it is down south.
Well, I'm just different it's a different environment. When my dad called and I be like, I can go on and on. I can go on and on.
Uh-huh. But you from Mississippi though, but you've been living in Cali for a long time, right?
I've been living in Cali a long time.
So you lost your down south card.
My mom refused to move back.
Yeah.
She said she would never move back.
Why? She
said it was because she picked cotton and she said it was and it was a hard life. Yeah. So coming out here was a way for her to make a better living, and it was just hard for her. You understand me?
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you this question: you're a married woman, so do you feel that? Do you
that?
Yeah,
don't be fronting me off. What if I was trying to get somebody? You fronting me off?
You're a married woman. That was a question. You're a married woman, so do you feel that that artists should perform a certain way if you're married?
Like stage? What you mean?
Because I've seen your show. I seen the show where you had some guy look like he was standing right there dead center about to kiss you on one of your shows. So
okay. So for the record, that man was not touching anything on me. Okay. But the sides of my legs, there was no touching my intimate parts.
Uh-huh.
There was none of that going on.
But he was awful close though.
He was very close during COVID. You correct.
Okay. No, I ain't talking about doing COVID. I'm talking about as somebody's spouse. He was awful close on you, and I could have sworn I saw his hands around you. So
His hands were on my side.
Did your husband see that clip?
No.
He didn't? Okay. If he'd have saw that clip, what would he have said?
You're gonna go see it now because you got ass in trouble.
Y'all probably wouldn't see me back down there.
Yeah. So do you, but do you agree though,
No.
as a married artist, do you feel y'all should carry our way a certain?
I think we do need to carry. I do think we need to carry ourselves a certain way, but that goes for the men too.
Okay.
That don't just go for the women. You know what I'm saying? Miss Jody got a hell of a show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she all in the chair and everything. I think Rodney the Boss stole that from her. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But she got a hell of a show. I don't know if she's married or not, but I feel like as a woman, yeah, we should carry ourselves a certain way. But if that's not our show, who comes to our show, they like it, they seen it. But that goes for the men too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, y'all up there pumping the air.
Yeah.
Y'all got a woman bending over, pumping and everything.
Do you be twerking? Do you be twerking at shows?
I do not twerk on stage.
You don't?
That's not my show. That's not my show. My show is to sing, heartful, have a good time. You know, my show is not to twerk.
Now, would you do a different show if your husband was there? Would your show be different?
Never. I never changed my show.
Uh-huh.
He has left because of my show.
Why?
Because because he felt it was too personal.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Don't make me write a song about you.
What if he comes snatch you off the stage? Would you be mad? Would you be mad if he comes snatch you off the stage if you think you've been inappropriate?
Hey, that's entertainment too. Shoot, take the wig, snatch me and the wig, whatever you want to do.
Hey, if that happened, you know that'll be the biggest thing in Southern. So it'll be on everybody live.
I would love it. I would love it.
Oh, so you wouldn't tell people not to share it?
No, I would love it. Share it.
Yeah.
Share it. At least you know I'm real.
Go ahead, live. What you got?
Get your motherfucking ass off this guy.
So Diddy, let me ask you a question.
Diddy.
Now go ahead, live. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Diddy. So, seriously, what you think is wrong, other than the women, and what you think is totally wrong with Southern Soul? Because there is a problem. What is your opinion? What's wrong and what we need to fix and how we need to straighten these things up? Or do we just see it as wrong?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what's wrong because I thought about this. Like, what's really going on? You have the upper echelon of the artists, and then you have the upper class. I'm just gonna call it upper class, and then you have the middle class and the lower class. Correct? Mm-hmm. There is no middle class. Mm-hmm. You only have upper and lower, right? Either you get in this much or you get in below, I'll say 3 and under. So usually there's a middle class, right? Where they're supposed to be 4 to 10. And I don't know nobody that's really getting 4 to 10. I'm not talking about nobody's pocketbook, and maybe you are. But to me, there's an upper and a lower class. So you know what happens when you have an upper and a lower class? You got the lower class fighting each other because that's what lower class people do. The upper class is up there having a good time getting their money, right? And laughing off at us, right? Yeah. So then you have people on the lower class, because I cannot tell you, and there may be, I'm not saying that, I'm not calling lower class to disrespect myself or you or any other entertainer.
What you're talking about. Go ahead.
But that's what pretty much it is. You know, the upper class and the lower class. So you see the upper class, okay? Upper class, they get everything on their rider. Correct. Everything on their rider. Calvin better have them roses on his rider. Okay? Tucker better have what's on his rider. For real. Pokey and the rest, they better have what's on their rider. So now everybody is trying from the lower class to get to the upper class. But the problem is there's no ladder in the middle. Because everybody want to go see the upper class, and then people that really don't want to spend that much will come see the lower class. But if it's in the middle, then it's too much.
Well, let me play devil's advocate. Let me play devil's advocate. Okay, so what if they need to stay in the lower class? What if they just can't sing or have no talent? Period. What if they just need to stay there? So how do you address that as an artist that you know you're an artist? Now, I play sports. So if you sorry, I'm saying, man, you know you sorry. You know, your coach should have put me in. No, he shouldn't, because you're sorry. You know, so how do you address that as an artist when you know that he or she is a loser? You know they're a loser. Well, you know they can't sing or perform. They just used to be a manager, a damn limo driver, a cab driver, or something else. And they see somebody else doing it, and they want to come over here and mess up the whole Southern Soul, because now they didn't group all of y'all in the Southern Soul. You know, whether it be Tucker, Calvin, or whoever, they grouped all y'all. So when they go to a show and they see one of these losers get up there and sound horrible, they're gonna say, man, I ain't never going to another Southern Soul show. See, I defend Southern Soul all the time. I said, no, that person used to be a bus driver. I mean, they just trying some out, you know. So how do you address that as an artist when you know, because you don't do no features. You don't do no features, right?
I don't do no features.
Okay, so but when you know, but look, I know you say that, you know, you're not the one to tell nobody who can't sing or whatever, because, you know, maybe they trying some out, whatever. But you know in your heart, Dee Simon, that you're a vocalist and you done been around, that a joker cannot sing or perform, you know. So wouldn't that play into why Southern Soul is still stagnant?
Well, like I said, you have the lower class. You have good singers that's still in the lower class that can't get to the middle class, because you got people that are not vocally, not that good vocally, right? They're all in the lower class too. So now it's hard to even put shows together, because now you're trying to put shows together with people you like honestly, if we're trying to put shows together, we can't afford the people that's on the upper class. They're not giving us no breaks. You understand me? They're not giving us, like, if an artist is trying to get themselves known and I want to pick up the phone and say, hey, chick, I would love to do a show with you, Pokey. They're not giving no breaks. So if they're not going to give no breaks, then we resort to looking at what's among us to do a show. Then when you see the really talented singers on shows, then you have these people over here who really can't sing because you really didn't put them on the show, mad here at the other people that really can sing. Now you have them going back and forth while the upper, have you seen the upper class getting any kind of arguments?
No. No. And I say this all the time too. You know, if you're a new artist, how do you feel about, now I know you're not a new artist, but how do you feel about, you know, and I know you promoter friendly, correct? Am I right or wrong?
I am.
Okay, so how do you feel about, and I know you see these new artists come in and out, and I know what your price is, and you know what your price is. So how do you feel about these new artists coming in? I ain't sung on nobody's stage and asked for more money than these people that's been here. How do you feel about that? Do it make you feel some type of way?
No, it don't make me feel some type of way, because they have to hit their head and bump their head a few times before they realize they ain't going to get that. And then they come back around, they'll be calling the promoter and say, hey, man, you know, I take a $1,500. You know what I'm saying? They start off like that because they come from maybe the R&B world. You know, where maybe they were getting that, or maybe they thought if they came over here, hey, I'm as good as this person. I know I can get this money, so I'm gonna tell them I'm gonna start this. But that's because they hear their song playing, they hear people talking about it, and they hear a song playing on the lives. But they gotta understand, those people are in about 50 different states. When you do a show in Oklahoma, you are not gonna have them 100 people that was on that live come to your show, because they in Cali, they in Canada, they not coming. So when you see 2 people show up and you want your 4,500 or your 7,000, the promoter gonna be mad.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
you gotta be realistic. But those are people that don't know. Yeah, they don't know. They see the money on the R&B side. They don't know. They quickly find out. You heard me?
How do you feel about these self-proclaimed titles like King, Queen, Emperor, Junkyard Dog, and all? How do you feel about these self-proclaimed titles? in Southern Soul. How you feel about that? And do you think these people live up to these titles that they give themselves? Because nobody else give them to them. They give them to themselves. So do you think they live up to them? Or would you give yourself a title? Would you give yourself a title?
I wouldn't give myself a title. I just call myself a queen. All women are queens. But you will never hear me say I'm the queen of rock, the queen of soul, the queen of Southern Soul. That's not me. That's just not me. I don't do it. If you want to do it, you set yourself up. When you give yourself the title, you set yourself up for someone coming for your title. Then there we go with an argument. You heard me?
Yeah.
There we go with an argument. When you set yourself up. So if I come say I'm the queen of soul, and now somebody else say I'm Shaka, the queen of soul. I'm like, well, wait a minute, hold on, I'm the queen of soul. We singing in the same place. We going to the same places singing, and now we both on the same show, and she coming out queen of soul. Somebody got to bow out.
Or if you say you queen of soul and you go to a show and there's 3 people there.
You the queen of your own little soul. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I know one thing. Crooner better not be on nobody's title but mine, because the
crooner.
Damn about no damn crooner. Nat King Cole was a crooner.
They didn't even know Southern Soul. People in Southern Soul didn't even know what it was, and they still asking me what the hell it is.
You know Nat King Cole.
I ain't knew what it was.
Nat King Cole called himself the crooner. You know that, right?
I know that. That's what a crooner is. You
stole that from him.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You're so crazy.
I stole it from my boy because I ain't know what the hell it
was. Everybody wants to have this high title of themselves that you can't give yourself a title. The people have to give you the title.
Okay.
And then you say, I'm gonna use that. Right?
Yeah.
So when I say I'm Dee Dee Simon the Truth, it's not for singing. It's because I tell the truth. People think I'm talking about my singing. I'm talking about telling the truth. So if somebody else say I'm Shaka the Truth, I'll be like, now hold on, which truth you talking about? Because I tell the truth. Now you sing, right? Okay, you can be that.
Yeah.
So
okay, look, let's ramp it up a little bit more. I heard you was a bully. Is that true or not?
Huh?
I heard you was a bully.
Now that don't even go together. How can people be wanting to beat me up to me being a bully?
Okay. Well, I heard you bully some people over there.
I have never bullied anyone, and that's a lie.
So you ain't bully Zelda?
Say it again.
You didn't bully Zelda?
I never bullied Zelda.
Okay, what was the issue?
And if Zelda said that, she a lie. I have never bullied Zelda.
Okay,
First of all,
why people say that? But why people say that?
See, I don't know what you heard. I don't know what you heard.
You didn't hear that, for real? You didn't hear that? You didn't hear that?
I did not hear that. What I heard was
what
I heard was that that I was not being nice because when in group conversations during the Queen's Project, I didn't really conversate too much anymore with her.
Well, that's nonverbal bullying.
Well, then hell, I did then. If you call that nonverbal bullying, then I'm a bully like a bug.
Why wasn't you verbal with her? What was the reason, Dee?
Huh?
What was the reason why you wasn't?
But you did hear that, though, right? You didn't hear that, Dee? Did somebody?
I did not. All I heard was I never heard I was a bully. Now I know some female bullies in Southern Soul.
Yeah,
but I never heard that it was me. But
there's some female bullies in Southern Soul. Huh?
That's what I heard.
So let me ask you. Okay, so you're not a bully. So let me ask you this question right here. So how do you select? You got the Queen's Project, what, 3, 4, 15? What you got going on now? I know you got another Queen's Project, though. What is it?
4.
Okay, the Queen's Project 4. So how do you select your ladies to be part of the Queen's Project? What's your selection process?
Well, wait a minute. Who said I bullied them? She bullied me. Stop it, Scott Banks.
Okay.
Because of so much flack I was getting from all the legendary singers, female singers, that they didn't really give it to me, but other people were giving me so much flack about who I had on the Queen's Project. that I decided this project, I wasn't calling nobody. I said, call me if you want to work with me. And everybody, they called me to work with me. Thank goodness. It was great. It was great experience too.
So just because they called don't necessarily mean that they're the chosen one. So you still had to have a selection. Did you make them go a cappella or something? Make sure they can sing? What?
No, because this time I knew that I was going to be producing with 2 Buck Chuck the album that I would be that I was gonna make sure this record was good. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you couldn't sing a note. This record was gonna be good.
Uh-huh. So what do you mean you was gonna make sure? What that mean?
So you gonna sing?
I was gonna do everything to make sure in the vocal booth. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, hey, let's bring it up. And they were very open to it. Because everybody's not open to being told what to do when they think they know it. You know, I'm open to being told what to do. You know, I'm open to somebody directing me.
So you mean tell me Dee Simon will get in the booth and let somebody tell her how to sing? I don't believe that.
It's happened before.
Yeah, probably one time. Do it happen all the time? Did somebody tell you how to sing?
It happened with listen, it happened with it always happens with 2 Buck Chuck. He's a phenomenal singer. It happened with Otis, vocal person that was there from the Temptations. Okay. It happened with Tony. It happened with Elijah.
Time out. No. You talking about some I'm talking about what Southern Soul, when a Southern Soul artist getting in the booth telling Dee Simon, no, you got to sing it this way.
Prince,
I haven't been in the booth with no Southern Soul artist
look, I listen to LeBron James if he tell me how to shoot a jump or Michael Jordan, whatever. But I'm not finna listen to no Tucker to tell me how to do no damn jump shot or nothing like that.
Listen to who?
Tucker to tell me how to play no basketball. Hell no. But what I'm
saying is, don't be doing Tucker like that. He might know how to hoop, man.
I can't play no damn basketball. But look, Dee Simon, you are a vocalist. You're a vocalist. So you mean to tell me right here off the record that you would allow somebody to come in the studio? I ain't talking about no 2 Buck Chuck, Otis Redding, Michael Jackson, Prince. I ain't talking about none of them. I'm talking about your co-workers in Southern Soul. You would allow somebody to come in the booth and tell you how to sing a song.
It depends on if they are geniuses in that booth.
Oh, so it depends.
Hey, I mean, look at Big Rob.
Uh-huh.
He got people that come out and they sound amazing when they come out the booth. So some people know how to direct people in that way. I haven't met too many. I heard Sir Charles does it, but I've never. I don't know who he has produced to come out of there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I still don't believe you. But let me ask you this question right here. Would you be offended? Would you be offended if a fan told you your show was horrible?
If I wasn't killing it, I would first before I got offended, I would see who their friends are. And, you know, I gotta see who their friends are. Because they may be coming for me. Yeah. I gotta do a navigation and see who is who. And then I'll be like, well, are you a singer? Well, how do you know? If they say it was horrible, then you got to listen. You cannot be too good to where you can't listen. Half the time, if I'm bored on the stage, I know I'm not doing a great job.
Okay, well, hold up. Time out. What you mean bored on the stage? So you mean tell me that if you get up there and get bored, are you bored with the crowd, or what are you bored with? You think about
I'm bored
myself. So you get up there and get bored, and that turns into a horrible show. Then you feel
it turns into a show. I can't wait to the end to come.
Okay. Pause right there. So when you say that, so if a promoter come and say, you know what, you was horrible, so I'm not paying you your back end because you evidently you was bored and your show was up. So would you be offended?
That's what contracts are for.
No, I ain't talking to you, live. Because all your show is horrible. Every show.
You're damn right. Hold up, Dee. Don't be doing that because these damn promoters believe in that damn thing, man.
They don't play with your head. They don't play. But what I'm saying is, if you get up there and get bored, right? You get up there and start thinking about going to the beach tomorrow and stuff because you see people on their phone and stuff, texting and stuff, and not paying attention. And you get up there and get bored, and you cut your show about 5 minutes early. Do you feel that you owe that promoter some money?
I would never cut the show. I'm just saying, in my mind, I have to work harder to get myself excited about my show, because usually I'm excited about my show, but sometimes even every entertainer has a time where they get bored.
Yeah.
They get bored. I can't explain it.
Especially if ain't nobody listening. If you go to a show, like a live put on the show and there's 3 people there, of course his ass gonna be bored. Because he thinks it's supposed to be 100 people there. If it's 3 people, hey, he gonna be bored as hell.
Man.
But let me say this. But me and Didi, as being an artist, every show ain't gonna be a spectacular show like that. You're gonna have some bad shows. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna happen. Okay,
you know
pause right there. So if you have a bad show, that's not the promoter fault or the fans fault.
Not the promoter.
It's not.
Bad show.
Yeah,
but let me explain what a bad show. It may be. I'm talking about to the artist, not to the audience.
Okay, how's it bad to
the
you?
Audience,
how's it bad to you? Yeah, how's it bad to you?
Artist.
How?
You won't understand. You can't understand, Kevin.
I'm asking live. How's it bad to you as an artist?
Because I know I could have done better. Like she's saying, she know that she can do better. That's why it was important to her.
But look, I'm gonna say this right here. But your voice,
you can have an off night. It's an off night.
But your voice is still your voice. So you telling me you have an off night? You missed notes, or you could have sung that better, or something like that? I'm just
you gonna get another voice. You
gonna get another voice, or what? I mean, tell me how. What?
No. See, this proves why you a promoter, because to an audience does not know when you're messing up.
I agree.
Not know when you're messing up. They don't know when you're off. They just love, if they love them couple 3 notes and you done got through it, you done satisfied and you done entertained. But
I agree with that message.
So as an artist, if you know you didn't hit that note right, you know you missed that step, you know you damn near to die because you breathing hard and shit, you just want to get this shit over with. You having a bad show.
Okay, but look live. But shouldn't you practice that note? Shouldn't you practice that before you come there? Should you be in shape? Should you do some push-ups and go to the damn gym before you do a show? If you know you.
That's another reason why you a promoter.
I agree with that message.
I'm asking.
I'm just saying you do need to work out. You need to do all of that. But people have bad shows. It's not going to be.
I always equate stuff to sports. Okay, yeah, Stephen Curry might miss a free throw, but he ain't gonna miss all his free throws. He might miss one. He's not gonna miss all of them. Right. So if you get up there and miss every note, then are you really an artist? Are you really having a bad
singer? Ain't gonna miss every note.
Should your ass not even be on the stage?
A singer is not going. A real singer is not going to.
I have never heard Michael Jackson miss a note, or Prince, or Luther Vandross, or none of them miss a damn note.
I have heard Michael Jackson say he was unsatisfied with one of his performances. I have heard.
I proved that message.
You ain't never heard that. You lying.
I have heard that. Okay. You ain't watched the documentary.
Let me ask you this question right here. Didi, let me ask Didi this question right here. Okay. Does it matter to you where you are in the lineup for a show?
It does. It always matters where you are in the lineup.
Okay, explain that.
It's been several times where I'll be like, okay, $2, find out where I'm at in this show. And because we never know, you know. And then
if you know, I'm saying if I say, hey, Didi, you going on first, you opening.
Okay, if I know I'm going on first, my goal is to show the promoter that I'm gonna burn this stage up.
Yeah.
And you gonna wish you would have put me a little further down. That's what my goal is. To show the promoter why you do that. Okay, now I gotta show you why you shouldn't have did that. You know, you get out there, do all type of stuff, somersaults, splits, everything, the centipede, whatever it takes.
Okay. Hey, we're gonna pause for a second so people want to ask you some questions. Adrian Hester asked, he said, how do you feel about trail ride concerts? His crowd love you. How do you feel about trail ride concerts?
Trail ride concerts are very difficult to do.
Okay.
Very difficult. I found it very difficult to do because it's outside and Mr. Hester had so much going on. I mean, he got the horse races over here. He got the mud thing over here. He got the stage going on. He got he got the food going on. So even when I'm on stage, I'm looking at what everything else is going on in my mind, seeing time. Oh, I want to get over there. Let me, it's so much going on because his event is so huge.
Yeah, but a lot of times I think a lot of artists get upset because they have to go first or second. But then again, that promoter might say, "Well, shit, I want to put DD Simon on first to wake the crowd up to get the party started." Y'all ever think about that, or you just don't want to go first?
I never thought about it that way.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it that way. That's a good way to think about it, but I ain't.
Yeah. Well, your ass gonna go first. You gonna go first. If I say your ass gonna go first, okay, young.
Because you being mean. That's just because you being mean.
No, I'm serious.
Like, mean, ain't it, DD?
No. I don't think that's mean. If a promoter say, "Hey, live, I want you to open up the show." I mean, what's mean about that?
Because this is the thing. This is the thing.
What?
The thing is this. Usually, the first person don't get that much time. Okay. So your songs got to hit hard and you got to make your presence felt. It's like when I know I got to go first, my whole show changed.
Uh-huh.
When I know I'm in the middle, I got a different show.
Why?
It's just different. It's just different because the mood is changing.
If you get the same amount of time, if you get 20 minutes, whether you first or 15th, then why should your show change?
It changes because the mood shifts during the show.
Uh-huh.
The mood shifts. If I don't want to put nobody there, but if if I'm going on first, I have just set the mood.
Yeah.
And the show should go like this, right?
Yeah, but a lot of times in the case, DD, somebody can come behind you and kill the mood.
True.
Somebody can come behind you and kill the mood. Everybody be asleep.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's the only way they gonna kill it. You heard me? That's what you talking about tonight.
Thinking all them goddamn covers.
But what I'm saying is, okay, how do you feel about cover songs, DD?
If it's a great cover song, I love it. But if you're about to do 4 or 2, I mean, one is good. Uh-huh. But I don't want to hear 3, 4, 5, 6 cover songs, then your song.
Yeah.
One is good.
Yeah.
But if you just came to do cover songs, I just play the record.
Okay, but what about artists singing over their music?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
What?
Okay. Only way any artist should be singing over their music is if it's 2-part harmony and you singing one of the other tracks because you got the other one at the bottom. Okay. If you singing the same thing, because I don't get it. When I sing my song, I could never be able to copy my song because my emotion, as a singer, you done sung the song so much that you done switched it up how you gonna sing it. You may go, but now you singing, and now y'all like, wait a minute, what was that behind her? So I'm just saying, you never sing the song with the same intensity.
Yeah. Why don't you do? Why don't you do features?
Me, I'm gonna do a song.
I don't do features because I'm not saying people are good enough to do a feature with. The people that I would do a feature with probably cost too much, but I don't do features because even if I did a feature with someone that costs, they don't put the same energy behind your record because it's your record. So that's a waste of money and a waste of time. Now, if I do a song say I did a song with Mr. Live, I would expect for us to sit down and have a game plan of how we're going to work this song. And we commit to working that one song instead of anything else. Because why would I want to do a feature with you? The feature is to gain more ground, not just to be saying I got a feature with somebody. I don't want to just say I got a feature with you. That's why I don't do features, because I'm not saying nobody. I don't want to do feature and waste my time. I just do my own song.
Well, what if you do a feature with Mr. Live and everybody tell you, well, DD, your part sound good, but live part sound horrible.
The song is coming down immediately.
They ain't gonna tell you that. They ain't gonna tell you that.
I have heard I have heard some features where they had two people singing. I said, you know what? That part sound good. The other joker should be thrown away. You should buy that song and keep that song for yourself and take the other damn person off it because they sound horrible. They messed up the whole damn song.
You know, I see people do songs with people and they don't even push it.
They don't push it.
They don't even push it. And the person be excited that they did a song with somebody, but they don't even push it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why do a song with somebody that don't push it just to say you okay, so you do a song with somebody to hope that the people buy it because they're on it?
Yeah.
No. Yeah. I don't got time to waste my time.
Hey, so look, I know you very, very you know, you say you the truth. So I'm gonna ask you this question. Who's the king of Southern Soul right now, in your opinion? Is there a king of Southern Soul right now, in your opinion?
Well, there's a king of swing.
Okay.
And at this time, he's the top of the food chain.
Okay.
So that considers him the king of Southern Soul.
Yeah. Is there a queen?
I mean, that's no brainer. I mean, what?
Is there a queen of Southern Soul?
Only queen that I know of Southern Soul. I don't know if it had of Southern Soul was Stephanie McD. That's the only person I first heard say, well, that's been saying that forever.
No. It's a distinct difference between you saying it and what you visually see from your eyes. Oh. So you said Tucker is the king of swing, so he's a king of Southern Soul. So because based on what?
His popularity.
Based on his popularity and his numbers.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm talking about
accurate numbers.
Okay, accurate numbers. So based upon numbers and what you see, is there a queen?
Hold up, a queen got to damn near match a king. Now we got to say, well, the queen.
Well, then there's no queen right now.
Okay, that queen got to sell out.
But there are some good singers. There are some good singers, and again, I hear people call. I hear people say Stephanie McD.
Okay, so let me ask you this question right here: would you put yourself in the top 5 female artists right now in Southern Soul?
Why not?
So you would.
I would.
So name your top 5.
Okay. I'm glad you asked me that. You ask that question all the time.
Okay.
Top 5 females. Let's go.
I'll say Karen Whoop. He's the top 5 to me, y'all. Okay. Yeah. Don't take it personal.
Yeah.
Jessie Terrell.
What's her name?
Jessie Terrell.
Jessie Terrell. Love Mechanic.
Okay.
Miss Jody.
Jody.
Westlove.
Westlove.
That's it.
And yourself.
That's me.
Okay, name the men.
Oh, glad you asked that.
Miss Lie.
Motion detector at your phone.
Tucker. Calvin. Tuba Chuck. Humming Boy. Now, you heard what I said. Humming Boy. And Jabo.
Okay. So let me ask you a question. Have you ever had an issue with a promoter?
I don't have.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Have you ever had an issue with a promoter?
What is TC said no to?
He said no to the women you name, I think.
Oh, really? Oh.
Okay, focus.
Yeah, I'm saying no to men.
Have you ever had an issue with
a lot of men? When you say the top men, it's a lot of men. Let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you, Tucker is at the top. And I'm gonna just say this, and I ain't kissing no A or nothing like that. Yeah. But I got a song. His song happened to be on when me and my dad danced. And that's it for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's it for me.
Yeah.
You know, so sorry.
Yeah.
Whose song is on?
Chuck a song.
Which one?
Oh.
The Book of Love.
Man, that song suck.
I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. I danced that song with my daddy, and it's gonna be forever. Like it's gonna be forever and one of my favorites.
That song suck. So have you ever had an issue with a promoter?
Like which kind of issue? That's when Live said made a noise.
Any issue with promoter trying to book you or not book you or
what did Live say?
I don't know what you say.
That's only one issue, your damn money.
Nobody not paying me.
Huh?
Nobody not paying me.
Okay.
Yeah. So you ever had no issue with no promoter?
I never had an issue with a promoter that I didn't think of. Only person that I ever took myself off one show. Only took myself off one show that was a great show, but I took myself off that show because what I shared with the promoter, it did not come across. Yeah. And it did not come across right. And the artists on the show got upset with me, thinking that I was putting them down or whatever. And I felt like, this is getting bigger than what it is. Yeah. So I didn't feel like it was worth ruining. I don't know if I have a relationship with this promoter or not, but I didn't feel like it was worth me ruining a relationship with a promoter over a difference and making him feel uneasy at his show. Yeah. So professionally, I pulled myself off the show because I only spoke how I felt. I only spoke from an artist standpoint. And it came across that I felt like I was better than everybody on the video flyer. And I felt like it was unfair because that's not what I was saying. I love movement flyers. They let the people actually see a little bit of what they're gonna get. And they gave everybody the flyer was moving with every artist. And then when it got to me, and the other two male artists on there, they had us grouped together like we was a group. Huh? Like we was a group. You're cool at night. And all I said, I love the movement flyer, but they didn't have 5 seconds to give us our own little flyby. Just to give us our own little flyby. Then it became that I thought I was better. But when I took myself off, the movement flyer came back out and everybody got their own thing. The same thing that I spoke up about, everybody got that on the second flyer. So regardless of what happened, by pulling myself off, all artists were represented equally.
So you say, I like the movement, but I know you ain't gonna put that flyer up.
No. Now the guy is a good guy, but I just sometimes I learned sometimes you need to be, that's when I learned sometimes you need to be quiet and just go do the show. Yeah. You learn from different stuff. So I learned, but that was the only issue I ever had on the show. Yeah. I learned from different, so I was on another show and here comes another movement flyer. Bam, bam, bam. Only thing different. No, only thing different. There was 3 people left, and our pictures went like this, right? But we weren't together. I didn't think I said anything. I didn't say nothing. I learned from that circumstance or whatever situation, and I didn't say anything about that flyer. I just let it go. I said, the hell with the flyer. Just go. Because, Didi, you love singing. That's all you want to do. But that's what I learned from you. You learn. You live and you learn.
Let me ask you this question right here. You got something live? You got something?
Yeah, I said, Didi, hey, as long as they paying you and they said your name, when you get up on that stage, tear their ass up. Don't worry about that flyer. Just do you and do what you
shut
do.
up, Mr. Live, because you took my spot on the show.
Oh, well, see, I wasn't going to bring it up. See, I wasn't even going to say, I wasn't even going to bring that up. You
But
want to bring it up.
but you didn't call me to say thank you, because I got you a full fly through.
Oh, wow. He owe you 10%.
He owed me 10%.
So did he? Let me ask you a question. Did he? Has anybody ever tried to get you taken off a show?
I hear that they trying to do that now.
Okay, but why?
Oh.
I have no idea why people are sending women to come. I don't understand it, because the women are even entertainers. So we got men that's doing this. It's really happening. When I saw all this post that's been coming up about people pulling you off the flyer and doing all that type of stuff, it's true. It's really happening, y'all. I know y'all see the videos of people making them. If you in Southern Soul and you look at all the lives, it really is happening. But I say this: if a promoter want to listen to another artist about pulling another artist off, then let them do it. That's on them. You understand me? I'm not gonna fight about a place on the show. I just want to sing, man.
Yeah.
I would sing right here in my house all day long. But I'm not going to fight with no artist. If you feel like that's what you got to do, that's what you call the lower class. That's that lower class mentality.
Yeah.
You still got people that should be in the middle class, but they just not getting the middle class bread. But they stuck in the lower class and they can't get the middle class bread. When you got these lower class people calling promoters, sending they females to go say, hey, you know, you shouldn't put Didi on the show. You know, Didi don't really like you. All that type of stuff. That's that lower class mentality. But you do have people that's stuck in the lower class that should be in the middle class. But we working on it. We working on it.
Okay. Now let me play devil's advocate. So I'm an artist. And Mr. Live get me taken off a show. So I'm like, okay, Live equal to me. How the hell he get me taken off a show? So would you be offended if you call them lower class, but would you get offended if another lower class artist get you taken off a show? But would you not question, you know, your talent and your ability to be on the show if somebody equal to you or less than you can get you pulled off a show?
No, I would not. It's because people like that have built. Sometimes it's your movement, though. You know, your movement where you booking yourself. People think that these people are putting you on shows. Sometimes people think, well, I need to listen to this person because they moving. So yeah, let me take them off the show to keep them. And then they get to the show and don't have no more people than you would have brought to the show. You know, people looking, the promoter only looking at the movement, but the movement don't have to be a real, the movement can be fake. I can create a movement.
Yeah,
exactly.
But would you ever book with that promoter again if he pulled you off a show based on what somebody else said? If it's not a damn Tucker or Calvin or Sir Charles or, you know, them guys that said they don't want to be on the show. But would you ever book with that promoter again if somebody equal to you or less than you can get you pulled off a show? Would you question?
Hell yeah, I'll book with that promoter again. He paid me.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He paid me, but I can't wait to get there to say, I told you so. Now, can I get that money you owe me from the last one?
Yeah. I would question their integrity and professionalism. I was like, well, first of all, won't nobody call me and tell me to take nobody off no show because they know I just don't roll like that. You know what I'm saying?
They do it all the time.
Yeah,
they got DJs. Yeah. They got DJs calling, saying don't put people on show. They got artists calling, saying take people off shows. You know, all I could say is to the artists that it's happening to, hell, that's okay. Your time is coming because that stuff ain't gonna last long. That stuff cannot last long. Because
you know what? This is what I don't understand. Why is it as we as damn black folks can take some good and make it into bad? Why would you call somebody? Why would you call somebody unless you just really don't like this person, which ain't got shit to do with nobody's show? You know, you a loser if you can pick up the phone and call somebody because you watching flyers. You watching flyer. Oh, hey, yeah, that's Kevin's show. I'm gonna call Kevin and tell him to put Live on no show. You a loser. You ain't gonna call me. Everybody
Wow.
listen, they won't call me with that. They won't call me because I take them off the show. Like K9 just did somebody that was wondering why somebody was on the show. He took them off the show. But
K9 took somebody off the show?
Yeah, my thing is this right here. Why would you waste?
Can I get some water?
Why would you waste
let me tell my mama to give me some water.
time and
Mama,
energy
please give me some water.
to watch flyers, and you ain't even on the damn show. You're not even on the show, but you worry about if live on the show or somebody else on the show, so you can call the promoter that you cool with and take live up the show and put one of your buddies on the show. You a loser.
This artist called K9 and say, why is Mr. Live on the show?
Yeah, I mean,
K9 would not take you off no show because of that. Mr. Live, so you mean to tell me you was on the flyer?
He didn't take me off.
An artist called K9 that was on the show and said he don't want to be on the show with Live, so K9 took his ass off the show.
K9 took the other artist off the show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right on.
Now you don't want to be on the show with me. What the hell I do?
Ain't nothing wrong with. Ain't nothing. That's just messy.
Yeah, but my thing is this right here. You know, I can see even if somebody don't like each other and don't have no word, you ain't singing at the same time. You got a damn different time frame. You gonna be on the stage. Stay your ass in your car if you don't want to talk to Live or somebody. Just stay in the car.
But will K9 do that? Will K9 do that if someone tell him to take a female off?
I don't know.
Well, that's what he say.
I'm pretty sure he would.
Let's test it. I want to know if will K9 do the same thing that he did for a male for a female? Has somebody told K9 to take a female off his show and he replaced her?
Hey,
look, we talking about K9. He ain't even out here.
Somebody share this with K9. Somebody said it with K9.
He on here.
Oh, K9 on here. K9, did he ask you a question? Yeah, somebody share this. But my thing is this right here. You know, when you do right by people, you know, things always happen good for you when you do right by people. You know what I'm saying? Right. So if you got enough time and energy, especially if your song sucks and you can't sing, if you got that much time to call down promoter, watch flyer, take somebody off a show, you need to get your ass back in the studio.
Did K9, what, they good friends or something?
K9 on here.
What you say?
You got a question.
Are they good friends or something?
Who?
That they would feel comfortable to call K9 and say that?
Well, they are artists, you know what I'm saying? So all artists, all artists are, friendly to the promoters. And I guess this particular artist, reached down and grabbed a pair and figured he could tell K9, well, I don't want to be on the show with Live. So K9 said, okay, well, fine, you off the show. But I think you're a loser. You're a loser. You're a loser in my book. If you do that, I don't give a damn what your title is. If you're a promoter, DJ, I don't give a damn if you're a housewife, any damn body. If you call somebody and try to mess up somebody's money to take somebody off a show, you're a loser.
My. Loser. I done heard it all.
Yeah, and that's really sad. So, Didi, let me ask you a question. So, what encouraging words would you have for your female art, up and coming female artists? What encouraging words would you have for them? If
it's a lot of up and coming females that. Oh Lord, I done seen old coming females and young coming females. Up and coming. I'm sorry, I done seen some old coming and middle coming and young coming females. All I say, when I started getting shows, I was like, okay, I see people's movement, but I watch the movement, because sometimes a movement can be a facade. And I would tell them, before you get involved with the movement or with or in this game, you need to sit back and peep game, because you really don't know what you're getting involved in. I seen some women that got themselves in situations and then you don't see them no more. You don't see them no more, because not that I'm not going to say they probably didn't have a love for it. Hey, I'm not going to say that.
Hold on for a second. K9 said if a female tell him to take another female off, he will dismiss her but too. I'm the promoter. I put who I want on the show. That's what he just said. K9 just said that.
Okay, young man.
You didn't
But
sound
get
that
me straight then. No.
Yeah.
So that's what I would tell the up and coming and the old and coming. You understand me? That
How long can you be up and coming, Diddy, in Southern Soul?
well, you know, if you ain't ever got to where you're getting, you still old and coming. You still old and coming. Ain't nothing wrong with being old and coming. You still coming. You just ain't got there yet, right, Mom?
I ain't in
What's your mama say?
I ain't did this.
Hey,
He said they better not be talking about my baby though.
hey, look, but you know what? I see these artists up and coming for the last 5-6 years. I mean, damn, are you up and coming till you get there? I'm just trying to figure out.
You up and coming. Okay, so you old and coming. You old and coming. That's what it is. That's what it is. You still can't be up and coming and you old.
Man,
You
look,
old.
blame the leadership for that because if they don't,
Mama, this is my interview. This is my interview. Mama, good Lord.
after 2
Sorry,
years,
y'all.
you ain't no new artist.
Yeah.
Huh?
After 2 years, you ain't no damn new artist.
I ain't never been a new artist. I've been new back in
I'm just saying it.
1991. But
Hey.
but up and coming, old and coming, whatever you consider yourself. I just hate to see that you didn't watch people's movement. I watched everybody's movement. And I didn't want to get clicked up with nobody until I got to see who they really were. And
Yeah.
Facebook will let you know who people really are. These women and men will get on Facebook and expose you. 2021 was the year of exposure. And everybody got exposed in 2021. Everybody. Nobody, let me tell you something. Nobody's stone was left unturned, okay? And we can go month to month. I can tell you who got exposed. No, I won't do that though. Okay.
So you said 2021 was the year?
2021 was the year of exposure in Southern Soul.
Wow.
It was the year of exposure in Southern Soul.
Okay, look, Diddy, you call yourself a vocalist, right? So I want you to go a cappella and sing something for the people.
Oh, okay.
And don't say no Betty Wright. No, everybody tired of hearing that song.
Yeah,
Betty Wright have
sing your
all the-
Huh?
Don't say no Betty Wright.
Okay.
Yeah, I love Betty Wright, but everybody been singing her song.
Sing my song I recommended you to sing.
I ain't singing that song, Mr. Knight. Looking out on the morning rain, I used to feel so uninspired. And when I knew I had to face another day, Lord, it made me feel so tired. Before the day I met you, life was so unkind. You're the key to my peace of mind. You make me feel, hey, you make me feel, yeah. You make me feel like a natural woman. Oh, baby, look what you have done to me, yeah. You made me feel so good inside. Oh, I just wanna be, yeah. You make me feel so good. You make me feel alive. You make me feel, yeah. That's me.
I'm crying.
Shut up.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, a vocalist, man. You tell a vocalist to sing, they be ready. They be ready. They be ready to drop of a dime. That sounds pretty good. That ain't your song, though. That's not your song, though.
No, that ain't my song.
Okay, we want to hear one of your songs.
Okay.
Let's hear the wood and the fire.
Oh Lord, come on.
Well, just sing one of your songs. They said sing one of your songs.
Sing one of my songs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, Banks talking about, can he sing? No, sir.
What you say?
You man, you played around so long. That girl thought she changed you till I came along. She wanted you to settle down and be a one-woman man. Yeah, I wasn't playing. She better understand. I put it on it. Yeah. Oh yeah, I put it on it.
Okay. Okay. I hope you don't be doing all that with you don't stay with your husband watching.
Yeah.
I hope you'll be doing all that when he watching, because he gonna come up there and take you off there.
He all right.
So look, so I'm gonna ask you a few more questions. I'm gonna let you go. So let me see. Do you feel the artist should look the part, Didi, when they get on stage? They should look like an artist?
I believe so. I know so. You know, it's so difficult for women because as an entertainer, you always got to have something different on stage. You know, you never want to be seen. And see, Facebook messed it up for everything. So if I'm doing a show in Texas and I'm on, now you done took my picture on Facebook, I really can't wear it when I go to New Orleans. You understand me? Because I have it on already. So, you know, that's why I'm going to tell you, I really don't care sometimes if I don't perform because I save money. But I don't know what the men do. The men, I see Mr. Live coming through, you know, with his clothes. Calvin and them, they dress really nice. I see... Yeah, we need to dress the part. That's what they used to do.
Yeah. Well, what happened though?
I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Is that only, do they do that on the other side?
They dress the part on the other side. I mean, I think they do. Well, the people I see performing, you see them, they dress the part. Everything costs. Yeah. Everything costs. Even if you can't afford to go buy stuff, you got enough clothes in your closet to make it look like something new. If you're an entertainer.
Right. So Didi, are you currently signed with anybody?
I'm not signed with anyone. I just put out my music. I do have an album coming out called Didi Simon.
Okay.
Right, TC?
Don't talk about it.
Huh?
Don't talk about
it. My album's coming out. There will be no features. There will be no features. Okay. It is coming out. I'm excited about it. Won't be no samples. No samples. It's just gonna be Didi Simon.
Okay.
The name gonna say it all for itself, you know.
When is it gonna drop? When is it gonna drop?
I'm trying to go for the end of February.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to do, to go for the end of February. I didn't want no title on my album. I talked with DJ TC about it, and I told him a bunch of titles I had, and he said, you should just do Didi Simon. You know, just straight Didi Simon. Let it be a self-titled album. I said, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be a good album for the ladies and for the men. You understand me? It's gonna be hot. Okay. You understand me? You won't have to use it as a frisbee to throw across the sand. All right.
Okay, that's cool. So, but you were signed before, right?
I was.
Okay. Who you signed with?
I was signed to Interscope before.
Okay.
Yeah, I was signed to Interscope before.
That's a major label, huh?
Yeah, it's nice in the majors.
Yeah. Would you sign with an artist?
See, that's a difficult question to me, because as an artist, unless the artist is retiring or something like that, or I can't see it. I don't see how me signing with an artist is going to help, because the artist is the artist. And the artist, Like I see artists like take their artists with them to do shows, right?
Yeah.
But I just don't see it. I can't see it. I just can't see it. I'm like, I would have to know. Well, if I just can't see it.
You don't think that'll be beneficial if one of the top 3 artists signed you and take you with them? That when they do shows, they got 1,000 to 1,500 people there. That you get more exposure? At minimum, just the exposure that you need.
I don't see it.
Yeah,
but it can happen. I don't see it. Honestly, what I see when I see artists, maybe like if they were like saying, this is my artist, like I manage this artist. That's different. I manage this artist, was signing to their label. I'm not saying you can't do it, but those are their fans.
Yeah.
Those are not my fans.
Okay.
Like those are their fans, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm signed to, like, if I'm on stage, the manager, I would think, would be out there making sure connecting with other people in the audience, selling stuff. Hey, we got our CD over here. I don't think that those big artists that I signed to are gonna get out there and do that. Don't you think that's a part of it?
Yeah. Hey, but you made a post. You made a post about you weren't signed because somebody is bigger than you or something. Or somebody. What was that post you made about somebody want to be out front bigger than you or something like that? You know what I'm talking about? You remember that post I'm talking about when you had posted about some artists shouldn't sign with other artists who want to be bigger than them or want to be out front more than them?
I did. I said that. I said the person representing you want to be an artist. The person representing you want to be the artist, but they're not.
Yeah.
But they're not an artist. That's what's the key. The key is they're not an artist, but they really want to be the one that's out there in the lights. So when you get on stage, they're all around you. Then that's not really benefiting you. And that's real. I mean, you can say all day. You can say all day. Okay, Didi, you signed to such and such artist. Now you're out there. They got 10,000 fans. They get to see you. Okay, yeah. I connect with those fans. That's a good thing. But the point is, the question is, where are we going with this?
Yeah.
Where are we going with this? My question is, where are we going? Okay, okay, they see you.
Yeah.
Now go out there and try to sell your CDs. Go out there and try to sell your CDs. You understand me? It's like being at a show. You at the show, and then now you're trying to sell your CDs. They swarm into the artist, not you. You can be out there. You can be out there. You can be running behind them, because I'm gonna tell you honestly. I shouldn't say that. Keep going.
So look. So do you do your own shows?
I do.
Have you ever had an artist come to your show that wasn't on your show to sell their merchandise?
No.
If artists did that, what would be your first reaction?
Huh?
If an artist did that, what would be your first reaction?
It would be kind of disrespectful. Yeah. It'll be disrespectful, but if that's their etiquette, honestly, you can't change people's etiquette. You feel me? You just can't change it. That's just the way they are. It's a lot of people that do shady stuff. It's a lot of people that just don't get it. It's a lot of people that do different tactics to get where they're going. And you can't change them. You can't change them. So why say anything? You just know it's tacky.
Audio said, how can you come back and get the same crowd? That's the goal. You have to handle business on stage so people can even consider wanting to see you.
Say one more time.
I said, Audio said, how can you come back and get the same crowd? That's the goal. So you have to handle business on stage.
Well, good. That's my point. Yeah. Go do a show with a big name artist and then come back to the city and do a show. You just got exposed by that big name artist. Yeah. Bring back to that city and come do a show. And let's see how effective it is. You still got to have great music.
Yeah.
Yes,
The
you
big
gotta
name artists, they know the music. You go to that, make me a believer.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that's my opinion.
Yeah.
Make Dee Dee Simon a believer. If you say that you get this person's fans and that they gonna flock to you
From one show.
in a month, bring
One
your back and do a show. Prove me the hell wrong, and I will be like, you know what, you was right.
Yeah.
You made me a believer, but don't nobody do that.
Yeah.
Don't nobody, I have not seen nobody get on a show and then come back to the same show, place that person did a show where they shared the stage with them, where they shared the stage and got on there and took and then all them same people showed up.
Uh-huh.
Prove me wrong.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I may be wrong, but prove me wrong.
Mm-hmm. What Dee Dee, would you get upset if you book your own show, you the headline, and 5 people show up?
No, I won't.
That won't affect you mentally?
No, I won't.
It won't?
Because I'm gonna tell you like this: you come to my city,
Yeah.
it ain't gonna be 5 people in there. Now,
Yeah.
if you in your own city and you can't get nobody to come, that's a damn shame. Ooh, I say that. That's a doggone shame. Now let's talk about that. If
Yeah.
you can do a show in your city,
Uh-huh.
and then show me what you can do. Do a show in your city. If I go to another city and only 5 people show up, hell, I did something.
Yeah.
I done went all the way to another state and 5 people showed up. Guess what? Now
Yeah.
I'm coming back again in a year.
Yeah.
10 people gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
It's my money.
Yeah. So you
It's
saying
my money, my show. And guess what? I had a hell of a good time. I
So
met people, and when I come back again, 20 people gonna be there. But
So you
if you
said-
can't even do a show in your own city, then sit down somewhere.
what you mean? Well, hold up. What you mean you can do a show in your own city? You mean
You
the
can't
people
do a
don't
show in the-
You mean the people don't support you in your own city?
I don't know. If I don't know. I don't know. A lot of people that's doing shows everywhere, but do a show in your own city.
And see if they gonna come out
Do
and
a show
support
in your own city.
you.
You understand me? You can't just stay in your city, right? You can't just stay in your city if you want to be known in other places. So
Uh-huh.
True.
you talk to somebody, hey, find me a building in such and such state. Okay, I'm coming there. 5 people show up. Hey, I got a show. What do you mean? Because 5 people ain't no show?
Yeah.
It ain't no show. First of all, if scare money don't make money.
Right.
I agree.
Scare money, you can talk all day. Scare money don't make money. Okay?
Yeah.
5 people in there, okay?
Mhm.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
have a hell of a show.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna come back again. You
Uh-huh.
just don't stop. People go one time and they see it flop and don't go back again. They give up on themselves. I always will bet on me. I always will bet on me. Huh?
I think more so that affects the ones who the ones who want to be top echelon. I think that affects them more than the people who know that they're trying to gain a fan base versus the ones who already think they got the fan base.
Say
You know what I'm
again.
saying? I think that affects it has a mental effect on the artists who in the lower echelons, but mentally think they in the higher echelon, right? They mentally think that. So I think that affect them more when they giving themselves these titles and they go somewhere and 10 or 15, 20 people there versus regular artists who still out there trying to make it. You know what I'm saying?
My point exactly. They getting confused. I watch shows all the time on social media where Tucker is the headline or Calvin is the headline, and the people that come behind think all them people came for them. Okay? Everybody who Tucker say is he sharing his fans with, okay? Thank you for the share. But when I bring my butt back, it's gonna be about 10 people in that thing. You understand me? You can do that. You can do the splits. You can do cartwheels. Them Tucker's fans. Don't ever get it twisted, okay? I'm not stupid. And anybody that's thinking otherwise needs some medical help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or did he when they go to them trail rides? You know, them trail rides got built-in crowds.
You
know, them trail rides got built-in crowds. You know that, right?
They do.
So if they put on the flyer that Jace Carlos Young, my grandson, coming, it's still 500 people coming. They don't give a damn. Them people out there trail ride, they out there to ride them horses, them 4-wheelers, and drink and have a good time. Yeah,
that's it.
$10 and come on in there.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, pay their money and come on in there. So I think trail rides are even harder because I think it gives a false sense to a lot of artists who thinking that, you know, they go to them trail ride and 5,000 people come to see them.
Didn't I just say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All them people in the crowd, let me tell you, all you got to do to find out who the people come see is say you putting on the show and put the first person on the fly.
Yeah. Don't
put nobody else on the fly and see if the tickets sell. Then put the second person.
Yeah.
And then see then put the third person. Then put the headliner and see what happened. Then people coming to see the headliner. And if you think they coming to see you, you need some medical attention. Don't nobody care about how good Dee Dee Simon can sing when they see the headliner. You got to give the props to the headliner. It ain't I can't blame the headliner for being the headliner. You don't know what the people like. This is the way. This is the wave. This is the way. You can't blame people for what they think. But if you think by me singing in front of Tucker's fans, in front of Calvin's fans, that I'm gonna walk away from there talking about, yeah, they love me. Yeah, I'm gonna need some medical help. I'm gonna need some medical help. Go take your to bed. I'm gonna need some medical help. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna keep up 100 with you, but some people can't take it.
So how do you feel about people saying the artists complain about promoters booking the same artists?
They do.
I'm just saying, but how do you feel about that?
I don't think. Well, the promoter's definitely gonna book who the people come to see.
I said, don't nobody want to come see you, Otis. How you gonna get mad at the damn promoter because the fans are paying? Them the ones say, hey, bring Tucker, bring Calvin, bring Charles, bring those are the ones telling the promoter. So if you happen to luck up and get on that ticket, then that's cool. But you can't get mad because the fans are the one that's paying. Ain't no damn. I have yet to see any artist come to a show and say, hey, Kevin, I'm gonna give you $1,000 on your show, man, because I'm glad you booked me on the show, or you booking different artists on the show. So I'm gonna help you with your show. That ain't gonna happen. So
no, that ain't gonna happen.
So the promoters listen to the damn fans, or the promoters are investors, as myself. I'm not gonna book nobody to break even or lose money. I mean, that don't make any business sense to me. You know, and like I said, I'm not just booking nobody or put them on the show just to say, hey, I really like you, man. You know, I can lose $4,000-5,000. I can stand and lose that because I like you. That ain't the way it works in business. So when some of these artists get on here and rant and rave and cry, you know, ain't nobody booking me, ain't nobody playing my music, whatever. You know, I'm looking at them like, okay, I come from a different culture. Men don't do that. So if you're dissatisfied with where you at in life or anything, relationships, anything, you go back to the drawing board and you fix it.
Right.
So you don't get upset. So Dee Dee, you don't get upset when you see the same artist. You understand the business, right?
No, I do. I mean, that's like Charlie Wilson is on every holiday. Charlie Wilson. I say, dang, how many times we gonna go see the same Charlie Wilson show? He don't change the show, but people come see the show. But he adds different people every time. This time he got, but a while ago was Fantasia. Now it's two dudes on the show. But he adds different people.
Somebody else in Dallas. He had Joe and somebody else in Dallas.
And somebody else. He add different people to bring the variety to the show. Okay. Those are stars too, though. You understand me? Yeah. People are going to come see them. That's the difference again. People are coming to see Joe and whoever else, if they put whoever else, but they are coming to see them. Now, when I don't care what nobody, this is my opinion. Okay. Yeah. When you think they got, okay, so you may have Calvin, Tucker, LJ, Sir Charles, TK, so all them. People are coming to see all of them. It would be, I wouldn't even know who came to see who. Yeah. You understand me? Because people are coming to see all of them. Now you add the other people.
Yeah.
You add the other people. You think they coming to see you? No, you are getting the exposure. Yeah. You are getting the exposure, right? You are getting exposure, but you are you need mental psychiatric help if you think all them people came to see you. There's nothing wrong with you showing up to getting your exposure, but them 5 people, they came to see. Now, you can get out there and you can work your tail off to get your name known and this, and that. I guarantee you will walk around that whole thing and they'll be like, oh, wasn't you the one that was singing? Oh, you sure did good. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Some people, and some people may buy your merchandise because they feel sorry for you. Okay. I'm going to keep it real with myself. Okay. I'm going to keep it real with myself. If you don't want to if you really and truly think that all them people came to see you, I understand. Mm-hmm. Get you some medical attention.
Yeah, but I hear that all the time as a promoter, and I see it on Facebook all the time, and they'll say, man, they booking the same people. But if people are paying to see the same people, why not? I'm just saying, why not?
I mean, but come on. How do you expect other people to get up there if you don't put other people on there?
Well, it ain't my job to make you famous. You should already be famous when I call your ass. It ain't my job. You should, if you say you're an artist, if you put artists on there, then your ass should already be famous when I call you. And a lot of times, if promoters aren't calling, then that means you ain't famous.
And some artists that are on the show with those names, you know, some artists that are on the show with those names, people do like those other artists that are coming. I'm not saying that people don't want to go say, oh, you know, that's going to be kind of cool. People do want to see the whole collection of the artists, okay? But if you notice, you can sit there and come to a show, you in the beginning, or maybe halfway in the beginning, that thing don't get thick in there until almost the time the headliners come.
Yeah.
So what fans were you playing to? Because the Tucker fans didn't show up to the end.
Yeah.
You only people that you was performing in front of was people that leave early and like to get there on time.
Yeah.
That's it. You were not doing it with the people that come swagging in and all that. You were there with the people that leave early, want to get their set up, want to talk about the night's event. That's it. Don't get yourself fooled. Please get off yourself.
I disagree. They come to my shows early because they want to see me too. They want to see me. I meet and greet everybody. I'm at the door. They want, hey, Kevin, what's up? They want to have that personal experience with me. So they come early.
Okay.
I won't see your
ass. They don't want to see you, Kev.
Goddamn black
see you, Kev. I see it happen. I see it happen. Yeah. All I got, I said my piece, man. That's just how I feel. I may be wrong. If I'm wrong, please prove me wrong.
You're not wrong. I mean, that's your opinion. Yeah, you're not wrong.
That's just my opinion, and you know that's how I feel. Thank you, Heavyweights, for sharing your fans with us that came early to the show, because we didn't get the real people. We didn't get the people that came late. We got the hundreds that came before. Thank you.
Yeah, because you know what though, I have seen promoters put like the heavy hitters on like third, because a lot of them artists said, no, I want to go before the headliner. So okay, well fine. I see promoters put like Calvin like third or fourth, or Tucker third or fourth, and when they go, ain't nobody, you sing it to about 15, you sing about 15, 20 people there, because everybody wants to be famous, but it's not your turn. You know, you have to pay your dues.
Not talking about, you do book the same artist over and over. Yeah. I don't care. I don't have nothing against it. If they putting butts in the seats, do what you got to do. Make your money.
Yeah, it's business. You know, and in the end, it's business. It's about business. I don't think no person want to go, and I don't use no money from no shows to pay nobody. I go to the bank, I draw my money out, I put all the artist money in envelopes, and I collect my money. You know, when I go sell tickets, I make sure I pay the artist. You know, that's what I do. I pay artists. So I don't think no promoter is going to get up and do all that work to break even or lose money. You know, so you have to bet on somebody. You know, but then again, too, variety is good. It just depends on what's compatible. You know, what's compatible. You know what I'm saying? Variety is good. So, I mean, I had live on the show when it was packed out, but then nobody come see live. Nobody come see
damn live.
Live was matter of fact, it was people happy to see live. It was people happy to see live.
Was they there to see you?
Yeah, they was happy to see him.
I had my 5'6" in there. I had my 5'6" in there.
That's okay. That's okay. They came live. They came.
Live said 5 and 6 in there.
They came live.
Look, we ain't gonna hold you live. You got any more questions for Didi?
Only thing I'm gonna say, Didi, thank you again for another great interview, and thank you for coming on. And come on out here and do your thing, girl. You're a phenomenal singer, and I respect you to the full.
Thank you. I respect you as well. Thank you.
Yeah, you got to bring us on your show and interview us one of these days.
I sure will. You know, I sure will. Y'all ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. There ain't gonna be no conflict of interest over here. I'll come on any show.
So you can come on my show. There won't be no conflict of interest.
There won't be no conflict. Anybody want to interview K Young? Hey, all you gotta do is hit me up. I'll be on there. There ain't gonna be no conflict of interest.
Like I said,
Marcy Cole.
What Marcy say?
Marcy is cold piece.
Marcy said, "Why book other artists? Just book all headliners. It's a waste of time. The fans are exhausted waiting."
That's so cool. We ain't gonna never make it live. Marcy is not for president. Don't put Marcy for president. Live, we gonna always be at the lower echelon.
But look, hey, Didi, we appreciate you coming on, being honest and giving your honest opinion.
Thank you.
Said, nothing is scripted over here. Like I say, we ask questions, and Marcy says she real. Yeah, Marcy, yeah, she real. And I think she be on your live too sometimes. She be on your live sometime, Didi.
Okay, thank Marcy. Marcy is real. Yeah, she just said don't book us live pretty much in one.
Marcy done seen me perform down there at the thing. What you talking about, Marcy?
Hey, K9 said when you try to book some of the artists and the fan don't know, they try to sing their whole CD.
The whole CD.
K9 is crazy. Yeah.
I want to thank y'all for having me on here. I know everybody said that we was beefing and all that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it was never, I don't know where they got all that from, but a lot of stuff on Facebook, people like to keep drama going. You know, you're a good person to get advice from, Kev. And I can say that sometimes, people are going to feel indifferent because we tell our truth. And now Mr. Live is put in there too now. Sorry, Mr. Live, welcome to the club. Welcome to the Truth Club. But that's okay. I stand on my truth.
That's right.
And I can say it in your face as well as behind your back if you wasn't around because you was somewhere else. But I'm never gonna disrespect you. I'm never gonna say nothing that ain't true. So if it's true, it's just true, And if somebody come at me with the truth about me, then I'm gonna go look at the woman in the mirror and I'm gonna check myself, or I'm gonna say you tripping. But I like what this format is because I can tell what these are our experiences in Southern Soul. Yeah, you can't take that away. No matter what you say. Nobody can say that no, that ain't true. This is my experience in this game. And you can't take that away. There are young women coming up behind me, and there are older women coming up now, so I respect the young women because they got their work cut out for them. Because it's a lot of wolves in sheep's clothing. So I want them to be careful. Be careful. Use discernment. You know what I'm saying? Before you link up with somebody in this game, make sure it's fortified. Make sure that they got their mentality straight, because you can want something so bad that where you'll lose everything. Not your money or anything like that. You'll lose your dignity and not want to go after this. You don't have to shake and do all that. You can wear whatever you want to wear as long as you got great talent. We're gonna get back to where talent is the key. Sometimes people are trying to find their way in this genre of music, and they're trying to find, okay, I was a promoter, now I want to be a singer. You know, we got people trying to find their way and trying to find something to bring passion into their life. I don't want to knock that, but for the ladies, protect yourself. Protect yourself, because it is true. When you fall out with some men in this Southern Soul thing, it is true. You are not dreaming. They will go behind you and try to knock you down and tell people not to book you. But don't ever give up on you. Don't ever give up on you, because that's what they want you to do. Keep grinding and let them be a past. Let them be a lesson. So that's what I have to say to the ladies behind me. To the ladies in front of me, we're watching you. We are definitely watching you. Okay? We are watching you, and we see the stares. We see the people looking and turning their nose up because other women are coming up behind you. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't going to embrace the women, then do it moving. But we're watching you. So that's what I want to say to the young women, the older women, the middle women. Stop hating on each other. If you don't like what they doing, keep scrolling. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. Well, I want to say this, Didi. I can tell you this. I met you about 2018, I want to say 18, 19, 19. Now, 19, I knew you was a hell of an artist. You know, your manager then, we didn't see eye to eye, of course, but you can't take away your talent. You know, I tell people all the time, and me and Tucker was talking about it the other day. You know, you're very talented, you know.
Thank you.
So I hope, like I say, you know, these promoters on here. So nobody's gonna tell Mike, nobody's gonna tell Hester, K9, nobody's gonna tell them who put on those shows. So I think they're professional because we talk all the time. So, and I have got you booked on shows. People call me. I say, yeah, book Didi. You know what I'm saying? So because
that's true.
Because you have talent. You have talent. You know, regardless on, you know, if you was mad at me because I didn't do what you want me to do. Regardless of that. I'm telling you, it's a whole bunch. I'm telling you, me and Tucker, we argue, Fat Daddy, Slack. You know, I mean, we as men, we understand that it's okay to agree to disagree. But I still recognize everybody's talent. You know, hell, I can sing a little bit. I'm a promoter. You know what I'm saying? So I'm out here to help the genre, not to hurt it. But you can best believe K Young gonna give you his opinion. K Young gonna tell you the truth. So that's what I respect about you when you go live and stuff. You ain't afraid to say, you know, your experiences and how you feel, and you leave it up. You leave it up.
It's gonna stay up.
A lot of these folks come on here and rant and talk about somebody, and the next 20 minutes it's gone. It's gone.
Right.
You know? So because somebody has called them and told them take that down, blah blah. You know, so that's what I like about you. You know, you straight up. You know, and like I say, you know, if anybody don't like it, you know, then the hell with them, because the truth gonna always separate you from people that's untruthful and people that's liars. They don't want to be around you if you're gonna tell the truth. That's gonna always be that separate. They're gonna separate you.
If the truth keep fake people away from me, I'm doing a doggone good job.
Exactly.
And pretty much, if artists are feeling some kind of way because of my truth and they don't, I'm doing a doggone good job. Yeah. I do want to comment about they were talking about clothing in here, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
I do want to talk about clothing. They were talking about clothing for women. You know, I do agree. I do agree that there is some clothing that women should wear in their age group or whatever. I do agree. And personally, I'm working on that as well because, you know, COVID did put on some pounds. So, you know, I can't wear some of the stuff I used to wear. But I do agree there's certain ways that women should carry themselves in this business. I mean, and I think that says a lot also. It says that we have a standard for ourselves, and it also makes it, I think it makes a promoter more or less take us seriously and not as a joke. So I do agree with that. Now I ain't saying I'm fit to come into, you know, the deaconess suit, but you know, I will keep it classy.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you one last question. How do you feel about guys taking off their shirt as they focal point of their show?
They better get goddamn ready for this spring because this motherfucker come out.
What is that?
How you feel about guys taking their shirt off?
Well, the guys that's winning don't have to.
Yeah.
So that's right there. Says it right there.
Yep. And my thing is, hey, look, and that's seasonal. So right now you do a show right now, the trail ride, you ain't finna take your damn shirt off. It's 28 degrees out there.
So that's the point. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you can see that's the difference. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they do take their shirt off. I don't mind you taking your shirt off if it's nice to look at, you know, but I mean, still, Tucker is at the top of the food chain and he ain't taking his shirt off. So when is his shirt coming off?
He ain't taking his shirt off because he ain't got no muscle. He don't want you to see a little bird ass chest. But look, Didi, hey, we ain't gonna hold you up. Hey, we appreciate you coming on. Appreciate you giving us your time.
Thank you for having me.
And look, when your album come out, you know, send it to us so I can post it on the page and stuff. Like I said, we here to help, not hurt. And like I said, anytime, come back. And if you want me and Mr. Live to come over there, we'll come over there and check you out. But until next week, y'all tune in to Off the Record with Mr. Live and K Young. I see y'all later.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
I was out here along with